Hello, hello, and welcome everybody to a exciting new stream where I'm going to be playing the latest game in the genre of spy fiction. This is a new spy game that has a famous spy who is fictional and undergoes fictional events that is totally kind of too loud. I need to bring it down. That is
Games.
it is absolutely the hot new. Oh no! I fooled you! Ha ha ha! That's right. We're doing a bit of trolling today on the Super Bunny Hop Metal Gear Monday Super Stream Poverty Hour Power Hours. And just seeing, for the sake of social experimentation here, how many hapless wanderers meandering across the world of Twitch. Right, you're being duped, like in a spy movie, a fictional spy movie. Because in real life, when spies dupe people, it's probably not as exciting as it is in spy fiction, as opposed to non-fiction. You know, how about we make a game called Spy Nonfiction after this? When I finish my playthrough and provide the inner mumblings of my beautiful mind to the outside world, maybe some ambitious game developer watching this can make a spiritual successor called Spy Fiction. Part of me was sad it was spy fiction. Now I'm sad it's not Bond, but I am happy it's spy fiction. You've been played like a fiddle, 10 Elements. I took your emotional road and I twisted it into a little loop-to-loop roundabout and then made it go 360 degrees to get onto the turnpike on the way from Macon to Savannah. It kind of confused me for a bit when I did my mom road trip this past week. But yeah, I'm morbidly curious. I am more curious to see how many people I can hook with this bait than I am sympathetic for wasting seconds of their time. If they genuinely get mad that I'm not playing 007 First Light, but I am playing spy fiction. Now, in order to celebrate... Oh, wait, I actually had a little extra... Yeah, ha ha ha, fooled you. I'm actually playing the cult classic stealth action adventure game Spy Fiction from 2003, directed by Swery65 for the Sony PlayStation 2. Let me just slide this into the corner here and bring over a TXT file of notes I was taking on the other computer. I wanted to celebrate another exciting week of playing this weird ass spy fiction game by watching some of the source material. Hang on a second. I got to run to the other computer and get right back. There was a page of notes that I made while watching the 1996 original Mission Impossible 2. Watching the original 1996 Mission Impossible 1. Because I think Mission Impossible 2 might have been a bit too new by the time this game came out. But boy, oh boy, did that explain a lot about spy fiction in general, including Metal Gear Solid 1. I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I apologize for making a risky covert operation here, if you will. But I've I've had a good Monday and I'm ready to have some fun. I sure do wish to load this save file. So, when we last left off at Spy Fiction, a little bone. Why? What do they mean by a little bone? That's a very strange name for a level in a video game. I just copied over some notes that I took on Mission Impossible 1, which I was barely watching, but not really. So because the last Spy Fiction game session included an absolutely blatant ripoff of the famous scene from,
Contacted me by radio.
hang on a second.
Clearance for covert ops and engineering. Red tape. Makes my life a misery. The situation is critical. Your mission goes above and beyond the call of duty. Infiltrate the test run of the mystery virus, Lauder. It's taking place in engineering, in the event hall.
Oh,
Remember what Nicholas told you.
so it's
Your
not
radio
all
will be useless.
back rooms. We
One
got
step
some
out of the
fancy
machine room and you're on your own.
rooms
If you
too.
run into a dead end or need to review your orders, come back here.
Back here? Where am I right now? I'm in the codec realm.
About engineering. Use extreme caution with your firearms. It's important. They're using a flammable gas mix in the balloon. Not a wise decision. Actually, it could be a fatal one. One careless shot in the wrong place, and we'll have another Hindenburg.
Oh no, 16 people might die.
Stand.
I think so. Wait, I probably should have hit that again. These are important, actually. Okay, so when we last left off in Spy Fiction, Airship Metropolis, we were on an airship casino level and it kicked ass. And I barely remember what happened before, because what happened before was fucking awful. Okay, get into the event hall and observe the guy we're spying on. We're spies, we're gonna observe a guy in a oh, look at this. Look at this Metal Gear Solid ass bullshit camera. Hang on, let me put on my spy disguise. Damn it, I have no spy disguises. So I'm already kind of digging how often this game will give you an objective that is spying. Right? I like how in the casino level, our objective for the whole casino soirees have basically been to spy on people. You don't escort a scientist from enemy territory to friendly territory. You're not assassinating a big scary villain guy. You're putting on disguises and pointing the camera at people from concealed positions to listen to them say important conversations that the spies want to hear. That's actual spying, right? You get what you get on the tin. And one cannot say quite the same thing about other famous games of the actual spy fiction genre, such as Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell, which tend to lean more violent. And spying, you know, like you kind of close your eyes and imagine what spies do, and there might be violence every now and then, but for the most part, they're observing people from some sort of position of concealment. Now in order to celebrate in order to celebrate the release of Spy Fiction for the PlayStation 2. And because the last session that we played included an absolutely blatant ripoff of the scene from Mission Impossible, the famous scene where Tom Cruise descends into the super secret spy computer room on his spy rope, and he has to avoid the spy lasers and use his spy hacking skills to spy his way into the computer. The game depiction of that could have been cool, but it was fucking awful. It was basically a QTE, but without proper QTE scripting, where you have to use the right inventory items at the right spot of a weird mini game that the game kind of turns into, but not really. it does a thing where it changes the control scheme for a section to have you do something very, very different than your normal kind of spying. And the difficulty was way too high and it was fucking awful. So, but since it was there, and since spy fiction for the PS2 is a pastiche of the stealthy spying game genres, am I going up or down? I decided to indulge in a bit of fun and watched a classic genre-defining example of spy fiction media, which was the 1996 Mission Impossible starring Tom Cruise. Did you guys know that in Mission Impossible 1996 starring Tom Cruise, there is a MacGuffin floppy disk device that has important mission-critical data on it, and the spies in that movie all go through hell trying to get a hold of a transparent but kind of purple nurple looking floppy disk that kind of looks like a floppy disk, but it's kind of maybe about a third of an inch thicker than the usual. And it turns out to be, at various points throughout the plot of Mission Impossible 1 from 1996, the floppy disk with mission data that all the spies are putting their lives at risk to get turns out to be a decoy maybe 2 or 3 times by the time all the twists in the story wrap up. Metal Gear fucking stole that. There's also a scene where the spy heroes are crawling through vent shafts, and they've got a hacker friend back home at the spy headquarters who's watching them go through the vents on a top-down topographical map, and it's like a black background with citrus-colored wireframe lines making it's basically the Soliton radar. Metal Gear Solid ripped off some things from Mission Impossible from 1996, but I guess that is to be acknowledged. I don't know if I'm supposed to go down or forward, and the map kind of sort of makes it look like I'm supposed to go forward. So that means I'm going to go down just to see what happens. Ah, this one. Yoink. Oh, that's not down. That's not down anymore. It was down in the cutscene, but it's not down anymore now. But yeah, the 90s pastiche was fun. For some reason, all these like 90s computer expert characters kind of look the same. Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 1 from 1996 has thick black hair and thick black eyebrows and a big nose, and he looks kind of stubbly, and he always looks exhausted, like he's out of sleep. He looks like Edward Norton from Fight Club, and kind of like Joey from Friends, and kind of like Max Payne 1. I guess if you were male in the 90s, you were like 24, 25, something, and you had big, bushy black hair and big, thick black eyebrows and a kind of long nose, and you looked like you were exhausted all the time. I'm pretty sure a lot of that movie also went into the Matrix. He also kind of looks like Neo from the Matrix when it's the beginning of the movie and he's not wearing black Columbine school shooter leather stuff. This can't be as easy as it looks. There's got to be some spy traps ahead, right? Maybe I just walk through the big door that looks like it should. It looks like there are spy traps set up on it right now. They're just not showing up on my spy trap detector. Well, let's go very slowly and cautiously like a good spy and clip the camera through the walkway we're trying to go down. The soundtrack to Mission Impossible 1, seems like it's doing something that, Metal Gear Solid 2 is doing when you get in trouble in the big shell and the soundtrack goes crazy and it sounds like improvised New York City jazz. I was surprised to hear Mission Impossible do the same thing when Tom Cruise is scurrying away from the famous wire drop computer hacker White Room scene. How do I get through this spy trap? I wonder if there's some kind of device I can put on the spy traps like they do in Mission Impossible 1. Huh. There's stormtroopers up here. Oh yeah. So when I was a kid, I watched Mission Impossible 2. And that's the movie where the spies are using high-tech, realistic silicone face masks to spy on people. I was surprised to see that they do that in Mission Impossible 1, just not as much. But, oh my god, you can actually aim at them from all the way over here. That's probably not how you solve this puzzle, though. And like in Metal Gear, square is shoot, and if you want to cancel your shot, you gotta unequip the gun. There we go. Maybe the body temperature coolant? Why would that block an optical laser? I don't know, but let's give it a try. Stun grenade, goodnight ring, stun shaver, boomerang card, sig torch, bandage bomb. Oh, okay. Back in the room that we started at, there was a disguise closet. So maybe what we do is disguise ourselves as one of the stormtroopers. Can I get a camera closer to them? Oh, no! The solution... What was I thinking? The solution couldn't possibly be as clever or detailed as that. It's just shoot the flashing weak points on the walls. Phew. Phew. Alright, are we good? Oh my god, this is like the Order 1886. We're sneaking through the inside. You can see the blimp canvas fabric. I wonder if you game over for shooting through it, or if it's not gonna matter, because I don't actually think it mattered in the Order 1886. Uh-oh, we got another spy trap. Yeah, I couldn't think of another game other than 1886 The Order that has a shootout scene and a Zeppelin. Ooh. Alright, somewhere around here is a spy trap deactivator. There's the spy trap deactivator. I like how I have enough game sense to know that I don't need to worry about these guys turning around. They're locked in that position until these spy traps are no longer a bother. I should probably go slowly. I just want to test this door, but I'm going to go upstairs and see if I can spy on those fictitious spy guards. Uh-oh. Okay, let me see if this is a real door or a real fake door. It's looking like that. It's probably going to be a real... Oh! Okay, this must be the hallway I came from. Machine room, hallway A, hallway B, main catwalk. What creative names? Anyways, that's a fake door. We're not... Wah!
Must be getting tired.
I just said to myself I needed to go slower. Spy, 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 spy. Spy, spy, spy. Okay. I know I said earlier that I didn't need to go back and put the disguise on, but now that I gotta get so close to these guys, I kinda wanna go back and put the disguise on. Can I shoot the lasers in here, or do I gotta wait for the video game timing? I gotta wait for the video game timing. Oops! So A is the jump button, and if you press it while holding down the crouch button, you... Which side of... And if you press it while holding down the jump button, you roll, and then my finger accidentally slipped onto the trigger there. There was a barrel behind the ladder. I think you could... Oh, god damn it! Are you for serious? I also didn't intend to activate that guy. It just plays if you go close to him. Come on, come on! Enigma Soldier's uniform? Is this gonna be good enough? I mean, you can't really, like... You don't know what they look like under... Oh, I can't jump. Well, they've locked me out. I can't jump over the spy traps. The Mission Impossible style spy traps, so... I also forgot that if you, hold down the L trigger and then whip the stick around in a 360-degree circle, that takes your disguise off, because that motion that you make with the controller totally feels like whipping off your two-piece suit at the end of a hard day of work, cranking out business deals at the business factory. Okay, now I really hope I don't have to shoot the green cubes again. No! So, the Wikipedia article for this game does say that one of the reasons it got critically derided during its original launch days was because of realism. Like there was something about it that was too frustratingly realistic. What the ever-living hell could they have possibly been talking about? Also, Fat Sex, you're totally right. We're supposed to use the barrel for the disguise. Can I use the camera while climbing up the ladder? Let's try... Ooh. My tabs just crashed and did the old bunny hop GPU crash routine. I don't think we're gonna get an angle on either of these guys' faces. Kinda sorta looking at us, but not close enough to actually do anything. Okay, we got we got 33 viewers. I don't know if that's competitive with the previous spy fiction streams I've been doing, because I wasn't actually really tracking this stuff. But that is more than I was getting when I was reading a book last week. Stream summary. Alright, last Metal Gear Monday. February. Did Twitch stop sending these stream summaries in February? No. I don't think they did. Wait, maybe they did. We're rising to 36, so I'm not too worried about losing viewers while looking up the stats. I don't know. We're still about in line. Oh, wait. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, last Monday. Okay, we had a max viewers of 42. If I can fool 7 more gamers into coming to watch a bit of Spy Fiction, the cult classic Swery 65 directed stealth action adventure from 2003 for the PlayStation 2, then my diabolical plan might have paid off here. Okay, maybe my disguise is working. Oh my god, they give us this submachine gun and we can't actually use it. Okay, now how do I spy on their conversation? There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. They have German, fake German accents. I think they said anything useful.
Must be getting tired.
I think I should have taken a picture of them while I was close. Apparently my disguise is working. This might be kind of tricky. Hello, fellow insignia soldier.
Stand still, will ya? I guess you check out. Go ahead.
Okay, now we gotta go to an event hall. Now, this game has had, like, a real sense of duality to it. Every 2 levels, you get garbage, and every 2 levels, you get a great level. And we're due for a garbage level, but so far this isn't too bad. But then again, this game might just throw another Tom Cruise Mission Impossible spy hacker sequence at us. Oh, where'd our disguise go? I feel like she should have had a voice line there. Wait, is this like that forced combat section from Metal Gear Solid 2 where... Oh, I guess it's not. Where they see Snake's fingers poking out of cover and you gotta have a gunfight? Okay, I need my disguise back. Why did she take it off? These aren't disguise barrels. There might be a camera around here. The biosensor is what I want for scanning for spies. I don't actually know if I have a lot of choice. Yeah, these 2 out of 3 doors are fake. Don't trust them, gamers. Hey, what? I just said this door should be fake. Oh my god, another hallway full of spy traps. I catwalk A in catwalk hallway A. Now where does this go? Why? Why is this here? Is this gonna be more important later? Like the high security zone and that level that sucked stinky ass? I like how in all these spy games you use the gun for shooting things that aren't people for more occasions than shooting guns at people. Okay, so I apologize if my vocabulary sucks tonight, but if my mood is nice, because I've had a very nice productive Monday, and... oh, here we go. And I got a lot of cool stuff done, and I'm working on a lot of cool projects. And some cool progress is being made on the legal side of things. Oh geez, my camera's out of control now. Okay, so this is a disguise closet. Am I adding new map data or something here? Engineering catwalk B. Sneak into the event hall, gain information on Lauder. Why are they flashing catwalk B at me like there's some kind of objective there? At least it'll be nice to get my disguise back on, but was it really worth?
That's a stink
Oh, good.
This grenade releases an overpowering odor. Skunk extract. Disgusting. Hold down the square button and let go to throw it. Oh, the clever things I think of.
I, for one, can't wait to throw a stink bomb at my enemies and make a dashing getaway. This game is like... It's an absolutely shameless, low-budget, hack, fraud, ripoff of Metal Gear, but I feel like there's more cool spy gadgets in this game than Metal Gear. The cigarette torch...
Didn't know they hid that there. Nasty.
Okay, what's this one?
Perfect for slicing and dicing if you don't have a free hand.
You have playing cards that you can slice and dice people with?
They're called Anki in the Far East, an ancient weapon of choice. You're welcome, a grasshopper.
Toe blade. Boots with hidden blades that allow you to apply deadly force in hand-to-hand Oops, that's not the... The punch, punch, kick button is the same as the shoot button in this. Okay, this game feels like it has more concealed gadgets on offer than the actual Metal Gear Solid games. Now, if I can just remember all of these cool spy gadgets that are taking up spy space in my spy inventory, I'll actually be able to make use of them. Okay, if we're going... Oh, there's guards in here now. If we're going to the event hall, then we'll be going through the middle door here, which is a real door, but these other doors should be fake according to the map. Am I filling in new map data or not? I'm also going to run past these guys. They don't seem to care. I swear this noise is in Metal Gear Solid 2. Am I curious enough? I am. I am absolutely curious enough to explore what's in these extra rooms on the map. It's like a Metroidvania sometimes, and that's really cool. There is actual thought put into the layout of some of these areas. Do you guys see any rectangular green cubes with small flashing lights on them? Maybe I can circumvent it with a jump to the diagonal right and slide along the geometry here. Ah. Oh god, no, my disguise. Aha! I spotted one. It's really far though. Oh! Oh? I got really excited and then my hopes got dashed. So I guess it's out of range is what that means? Wait, is it right on top of me? Did they cleverly hide it right behind my face? No. No, they did not. Also, how are we doing on view counts? Actually, holy shit! I didn't know that Firefox had been frozen for me for like the past 10 minutes. Let me reload it and see how we're doing on view counts. Uh, 36! We just need one more, and then the experiment will be a success. Maybe I come in here from the other side? Trying to get a look at the ceiling. I don't want to go back out the way I came because I took off my disguise trying to shoot this thing with my gun. Let's shoot this. Why not? Nope, nothing. It's right there. I can see it. Yeah, I debated something internally for a few minutes. I no longer feel bad about this. Yeah, I'm banning Ron Cinephile. Things were getting a little close to transphobia there. A week ago or something like that, they all of a sudden burst out, oops, into some like anti-Indian racism out of nowhere. Flattering me for a year and showing up for these things sometimes doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole, guys. It gave me my disguise back, though. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And just go down the main hallway back on the main quest again instead of chasing after fun Metroidvania side quests. Good thing there's a disguise dumpster right there, but you also spawn into the room right in front of a guard's sightline, and that's not very Metal Gear-y. Okay, I have to take the disguise off for... Ah! Uh-oh. How is this gonna work? You know what it's time for? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Does the stink bomb make him go asleep?
All teams, search the area. All clear. Maggot on the run. All areas, maintain alert status.
Oh, wait a second. I know what I should be doing right now. Can't get his face though, but maybe it actually doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go in the next room until the caution timer is down. Is there a way I can shoot the gun turret safely? Oh, they only take one shot. Stick is way too oversensitive. Okay, so just give him one shot.
All clear. All squadrons, return to positions.
Oh my god, it only stuns them. They're kind of cute, the way they wiggle. Ah! Dun 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 dun. Okay, let's put the biosensor on. Aha! Thought I saw him back there. Okay. Yeah. Now this thing, like, turns your pistol into a sniper rifle. So, if I get really far away from him and, like, shoot a distraction... not as interactive as the Metal Gear Solid guard. Trying to stick off the wall while still keeping my target in sight. I'm trying to eavesdrop on him. I'm pressing the button.
They want extra guards in the lounge? With what's about to happen, it doesn't surprise me.
Okay, let's see if holdups work in this game. I don't think they do. They do not! Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to choke him. Would have been more elegant. Okay, now I would like to have a disguise on. Be nice. Ah! Oh geez. I feel very underdressed for this occasion. Okay, no biosensor for... Can't see! Okay, I hear him on my right. Any cameras? No, just guards. Oh, your roll is a lot faster. Whoa! Hang on, I got this. Stun Razor! Dun 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 dun. What?
Move out.
Oh, that's a lot of space. Okay, it's time for the stink bombs and stuff.
Roger. Strike squadron. Move out. Intruder! Alert!
Uh-oh.
Squadron. Move out.
Got him.
The intruder has escaped. All teams,
Right now, where to from here? I'm trying to remember how I got caught. It was because I screwed up a neck choking.
Come in, soldier. Do you copy? We've lost contact with one of ours.
Very grateful there weren't guards looking directly at me as I get in. I might be going the wrong way. Is this going to the event hall? Waiting room, event hall. Wow. Buzz? Why is it all zigzaggy like that? Event hall hallway. Wait! Oh no, there's a different route there. I missed an alternate route. Well, I guess I'll commit to this. I'm actually going the right way somehow. Alright. More cubes to shoot. Shoot cubes. There hasn't been a single good green blinking cube this whole game. If I ever see any green blinking cubes, I'm acting with prejudice. I gotta pee, I'll be right back. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm tangled up in cords too.
All clear. All squadrons, return to positions.
No! Blinking green cubes. What? What is it? It could be. Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's like a power bar. It's a power strip, but more like a square than a rectangle, and it has an LED on it. It is not green, it is white. You just cannot tell because of the light. The lighting! Oh, yeah. The LED light, I think, is green, but the box it's blinking on top of is white. Okay, so these are going to be classic Tom Cruise traps. Tom Cruise spy traps. Are they spy traps or Tom Cruise traps? Who are they designed to trap? Spies or Tom Cruise? Watching earned me a drop. What is Twitch telling me about here? Also, I think I could have gotten through that with timing. I wonder if this is a speedrunners challenge thing. Might be possible to get through here without having to shoot the green boxes. Yeah, I wish I could get tired and yawn. Wait, what? No way! It's because you were streaming the Bond category. New Bond game has Twitch drops. Well, I guess I missed it or something. I don't know. Okay, that's going up and down. Okay, this is easy. I just drop down and crouch walk through it. Ah, come on. Yeah. Spy, 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 spy. I'm spying, Mom. Look, Mom, no spies. Colors are like all weird and it's disorienting me. Pew. Pew. So you're telling me that gamers on Twitch can lie about what game they're playing in order to eavesdrop, in order to exploit the Twitch drops system. I just got a purple suit, George. That'll look great at the party tonight. Hey, no. Okay.
Asian Special Forces commanders, African arms dealers, European paramilitary, Middle Eastern militants, the scum of the earth.
The Scottish, they ruined Scotland. Interestingly, on his list wasn't some... There weren't any American or Japanese villains on his list. I wonder what that's about. You should have streamed at the Bubsy 4D last week so people could get a Bubsy badge. That's an actual thing that exists. Someone's making money off of this, and I don't think it's anyone good. Also, this game has the lamest vent shaft graphics. Like, the PS1 Metal Gear Solid 1 vent shafts are more spooky and atmospheric and feel like more like a complete ventilation simulation. Sometimes you find water puddles with rats running through them than here. They're also dark. They do not have an artificial light source lighting them up like this. However, I feel like this game has had more useful vent spy holes than Metal Gear Solid. Like in terms of living up to the spy fiction fantasy, spy fiction for the PS2, directed by Swery65 at Access Games, seems to be nailing the fantasy in some respects. Maybe not better, but maybe more completely? Because this game's a fucking mess. And some parts of this game are just straight garbage. But it also seems like maybe out of the 30 people who made this, 10 of them were really into spy fiction, the genre, and wanted to make a damn cool spy fiction game. And that's the kind of earnestness and honesty that you see that you just don't find in mediocre games anymore. They knew what they wanted to make and they knew they couldn't, but they knew they could try and make some money trying. Did they ever make a spy nonfiction? I don't know. Okay, so what are some non-fictional video games that incorporate espionage to some extent? What has there been a game where you play as a realistic depiction of a spy or a real spy who really did exist? We're just trying to recruit a dev to play it. Yeah. If one of them's already around, we need to know so we can see what kind of examples we have to follow. What are these things I keep seeing? Pew, 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 pew. They're utterly invincible. They're made out of unobtainium. Whoa! Okay. I didn't know it would be that easy. Oh yeah, we can just punch this lock off the door. Oh my god, this is... I don't feel good about this ventilation shaft hell that I'm in. Well, I don't think I've gone through this one. I think this one had an item. Yeah! Aww.
Do you know what lava is?
I'm clueless.
It sure is a big secret. What's your guess?
Well, it could be multiple places. I've heard rumors there's a new one with an accuracy of plus or minus 10 centimeters.
That would rip right through the balloon.
That kills my theory.
Okay. Yeah, AC 103010. I almost wanted to say Call of Duty at first glance, but I don't think that counts because it's still going to be fictional. Even in the World War II games where you're doing like SAS missions, where some undercover spying stuff happens, it's still going to be ridiculously exaggerated, portrayals of something that didn't happen that audiences feel like maybe could happen or would happen, but didn't really. There are some strategy games. Sid Meier's Covert Ops seems like a more realistic-ish depiction of spying, where you manage your day-to-day life as an undercover agent in a weird town, and you are sent on explicitly racist missions to kill brown drug dealers. And then there's the spying mechanics in something like Civ, but I don't know if I want to call those a spy game, because they're not simulating what the spies are doing, just what the bosses of the spies are doing. I'm not putting Medal of Honor. One Medal of Honor game from 2001 has a mission where you're an undercover Nazi spy for maybe like 30 minutes, and all as the only complexity of the spying mechanics being depicted is the papers please button. When they ask for your papers, you press the paper button. And then at the end of maybe 30 minutes of walking forward with W and occasionally pressing the papers button, you go back to being a normal first-person shooter with the body count in the hundreds. Yeah, there was a Sid Meier game. Yeah, those are more diplomats or hee I steal your tech, or better yet, rigging city-state elections. Yeah, but okay, but I'm trying to say here, like, why not? Why not make a game where you play as a diplomat pretending to be someone else who rigs the elections? This shit happened right in front of our faces in 2016 and everyone, like, forgot. The woman's name was Maria Lukovich or something, or at least that was her handle. A Trump advisor from Russia who was, like, confirmed to be involved in some kind of election meddling shenanigans, and then all of a sudden everyone forgot. She disappeared off the trace of the earth, and I feel like the fact that the news didn't make as big a deal out of it means that it was even more of a successful spy mission. We got spied. We got duped. They spied us. Someone could make a game about being her, and it would be kind of interesting and exciting and fun, right? It's called Selective Amnesia. Audie Sorlery will be proud of your Pubsy icon. Press F to pay respect. Show papers. MGS3 is more of a special forces story. I think Act 3 and Act 4 have more of an espionage thing. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 Act 3 is an interesting one. I really like that one. But yeah, a game about duping your papers, sticking to an alternate personality that you come up with, learning a foreign political system. These are all puzzles. These are all mechanical conflicts. There should be more realistic spy games where you're not like Splinter Cell sneaking up on guards to break their necks. You're doing an elaborate. You're elaborately taking on another person's personality and pretending to be someone you aren't for a very, very long time period. And play something more like Papers, Please than a Splinter Cell stealth game. There must be some German PC game from 1996 that does stuff like this. Feels like the media did go hard on that espionage story. He's a producer. You sure you could totally make a PC game out of being a diplomat? I vaguely remember it and not even American. Okay, I'm looking this up because a Mata Hari game would be fun. Who was the Russian woman spy on Donald Trump's 2016 team? Maria Butina is a Russian politician, political activist, journalist, and former entrepreneur who was convicted in 2018 of acting as an unregistered foreign agent of Russia within the United States. Maybe she didn't drop off the face of the earth. Maybe this is a person whose spying story is a little more complicated than I summarize. Butina worked as an assistant for Alexander Torshin, a former member of the Federation Council, member of Vladimir Putin's United Russia Party, and deputy cover of the Central Bank of Russia. In this role, here we go. She tried to infiltrate conservative groups in the U.S., including the National Rifle Association, as part of an effort to promote Russian interest in the 2016 United States presidential election. The Senate Intelligence Committee later concluded that she attempted to persuade the Trump campaign to establish secret communications back with Russia. That sounds absolutely like spy stuff. Like I could not, as a fan of stealth video games with spy fiction stories, I couldn't come up with one more stereotypical. Butina was arrested by the FBI and charged with acting as an agent of the Russian Federation without prior notification. She was charged with acting as an agent of the Russian Federation without prior notification to the Attorney General, which I guess means that if you're a spy and you let the Attorney General know, it's fine. In December 2018, she pled guilty to felony charges. Oh my God, so she didn't disappear off the face of the earth. They actually caught her and convicted her. She pled guilty to felony charges of conspiracy to act as an unregistered foreign agent. Okay, so you gotta register. If you're unregistered, you're a spy. If you are registered, you're just a diplomat. In April 2019, a federal judge sentenced her to 18 months in prison. She served around 5 months at Tallahassee. Her 9-month pretrial prison term was counted towards her sentence. She was released and deported back to Russia. She got off with a slap on the wrist. She publicly denied being a Russian spy. In 2021, she was elected to the state Duma as a member of United Russia. Okay, so apparently spies in real life are going to deny that they're spies. They are foreign diplomats. It sounds like she didn't change her name and disappear off the face of the earth. It sounds like she got caught and convicted and then went back the fuck home to Russia. But the whole thing about infiltrating the NRA... Okay, so instead of infiltrating the government, you're like infiltrating special interest activist groups with big influence over the government. This is maddening. I'm lost in an actual ventilation shaft maze. They built a ventilation shaft maze here. I gotta study the map to know what's... No! Turn around, go back. Was she the crypto lady that disappeared, or was that someone else? Are you telling me there's more than one lady who disappeared? Maybe I drop down somehow, somewhere in the vent maze? By the way, what even is James Bond Jr.? Oh man, my OBS is not responding correctly, but I really want to know what this is, because the Game Boy game I played, the 007 James Bond Game Boy game I played when I was a kid, was apparently not a James Bond Jr. thing. It's associated with it somehow, I don't quite remember how, but James Bond Jr. is an 80s cartoon, back when they were making 80s cartoons of just about everything that was an adult intellectual property. I guess it came on before the RoboCop cartoon and after the Alien vs. Predator cartoon. Because it sounds like a similar deal like that must have been struck by some toy company behind the scenes. How do I get back to my home? Which vent shaft goes back home? I would like to get a window of James Bond Jr. going. However, I might need to restart OBS. So it must have been early 90s. If it was like 1990, Or even 1991, I don't think it counts as 90s. That's just ultra late 80s. Oh my god, I think this just went in a circle. So, I think one of the things fooling me is that there's two rooms here that are symmetrically designed. Nope, go back. I'm thinking of turning OBS on and off again and putting James Bond Jr. on in a window. See, this is just going to dump me back out. There are also 4 ventilation shafts, not 3, so I'm actually missing one. Yeah, 1991, it was still the 80s, kind of. Okay, now I remember this door being locked and coming in on one of these. Let's try number 4 this time. But no, you guys need to understand. Mission Impossible 1996 is absolutely clearly a 90s movie because the people aren't dressing in ridiculous fashion, and oh my god, my computer is going haywire again and freezing OBS all over again. I gotta like minimize and then re-maximize Firefox to see it properly. But yeah, something didn't really kick in until 1992 for the fashions and other cultural artifacts to start changing. Hey, I think this is, my sense of direction is telling me that this should be a different... Okay, this is where I came from. Sneak into the event hall, gain information on Lauder. Now here's the event hall. It still looks like the most normal way in there is through the waiting room. Okay, let's try taking a right in the vent shaft. Because Nirvana Nevermind came out. I think that was 90... That might have been it. At some point in 1992, instead of 1991, American culture decided that the costume party was over, that cocaine was no longer a fun drug, and that the music wasn't going to be as heavily synthesized anymore. Which we probably, yeah, that's a Kurt Cobain thing, I think. Okay, so this is a straight up dead end. And, men with hair, your average man turned into a man with dark, thick hair and thick eyebrows who would wear black. Everyone started wearing black. But not like goth costume party black, but like professional business black. And that's a very different vibe than 1990 and 1991 when everything was still colorful and happy and cheerful. Okay, so you get spat out by this vent shaft, then you go through here, go in a circle, open up the doors, which means that the way there, it's probably this one? What am I missing here? Oh, I feel like this is just going around in a circle. Oh my god, do I have to shoot the grates to open them up? I can't. Everything's grayed out. Yeah, the villains are called Scum, like Spectre. I think there might be some connection with Captain Planet, because aren't the villains in Captain Planet called something like that? And doesn't the art style look kind of similar? I don't want to try a different route. Maybe you were supposed to use the vents to take pictures of people, then use the disguises to go in through a more bigger, obvious entrance. I want to take some pictures of some party guests before. I got pictures of the suit security guard. Let me get pictures of some fancy security guards, fancy party guests in dresses. I want to wear a big pretty dress. Hey Ham 103. This is actually kind of more of a Hitman clone, but it's like a little bit of everything. But reason I say Hitman, let's just get okay, let's do red. But I don't want to get her face in the shot. It always looks better. Can I get her from behind? Now I do want to go in a circle. Okay, this is more of a Hitman clone because the mechanics about using disguises are more complicated than the mechanics about line of sight stealth or dealing with complicated Rube Goldberg machines of AI guards tipping each other over during the alert phases. And it's not exactly as much of an unscripted sandbox as the Hitman games, but a lot of the missions involve you throwing wrenches into the other characters' routines. Okay, we can do white. Want a white long there. Left or right? Left or right? Twitch, vote with your wallets now. I'm trying to pause. I can't pause. Stockings, no stockings, white shoes or red shoes. We'll do her. She's more interesting. She's got a rose. Why does she have a rose? I bet if I press L1, I'll whip out a rose and no one will suspect a thing. Everyone said right as soon as I finally settled on my decision and picked left. Right might have the more interesting dress, but left had accessories and stockings. A little more complexity going on. I picked the wrong vent again. Maybe it's this one? There was a woman in a big fancy red dress, but I couldn't get an angle of her without her face in it, so we're just gonna have to go with cute little white dress instead. But more importantly, I picked the cute little white dress, but with fancy accessories. So this way we have the best of both worlds. This area of the game looks way better because the area being depicted is more mechanical and cold and under-detailed. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Okay, now where would a disguise closet be? You guys have been better spotting those than I have. Oh geez, oh geez. I feel like there's gonna be a guy right around the corner. Yeah. I made a big screw up the last time I was in this room. I'm all nervous again. Now might be a good time for the boomerang cards. Aha! Barely spotted him. I just barely spied on him. Okay, so in here, I think is another different door I wanted to try with the disguise on. Yeah, the center, middle, center, it has an arrow. God, the controls are weird. That goes that way. That's what I want. Also, I want to point out that I really, really like having to consult a Metroidvania map and actually think about where I'm going. In Metal Gear Solid, you kind of do that a bit in the big shell when you're going on your stupid scavenger hunts through the big shell. Boomerang card! Dun 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 dun. See, like, it's also kind of an Austin Powers game sometimes. Right, the go-go dancer babes at the casino lounge were totally ripped straight from the fembots from the beginning of Austin Powers 2. Okay, guys. I now know what the audience wants, and the audience wants boomerang cards. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Oh right, I remember this from the casino. Okay, so that guy is not going to let us through. Let's go slowly and at a long distance. He is completely blind, so he doesn't see us at all. Nope. So long as we're 10 feet away, he gives no attention whatsoever to the sexy spy lady and the sexy Ned Flanders spy sneaking suit. Where is my disguise dumpster, though? I should just make a run for it now. Wah! Okay, what's down this hallway? This game, maybe this is one of the good levels, because I'm kind of having fun with this level. It's not as fun as something with more like fucking zoom. Jesus Christ. Okay. Not as fun as the casino or the Cyber Data Dine LLC level, but not as bad as the other two. This one is fun. It's not bad. It's fun. It's not as fun as some of the others, but it's not anywhere close to being as bad as the two bad ones we had. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happens if they step on you? Let's find out. Okay, we'll use the razor on him. Good thing our caution phase was set to safety that whole entire time. Okay, can I just boomerang this guy? Oh, is this a disguise closet? Yeah! Okay, now SPA, what does that mean? Dress C, dress E. Oh, that's gonna be a fancy black dress. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. So L1 has her pull out the rose and clip it straight through her neck. Great, she just tried to decapitate herself. Oh, hello. Okay, good. They don't suspect a thing. All right, let's see what was it? Dress E? She just looked like she took a nice big swig of beverage from the rose. Okay, no, we'll go with the black. We'll go with the black. It's more casual, but I feel like like her blonde hair needs something that contrasts it, is the vibe I've been getting from most of these outfits with her. Either way, she always looks better with her default face instead of the disguise faces. Smooshing the rose on her eye. Oh, how fancy is this going to be? Do I need an invitation or something? How come that guy didn't have a German accent? Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is spy fiction. Eavesdropping in on the evil rich people making big weapons deals at the fancy party. This kicks ass. The room's lousy with arms dealers, yes. What's this screen there they're watching?
Let's get this show on the road. I'm dying to find out what Lauder is.
Okay, so this is like a weapons auction, like in GoldenEye. Except unlike GoldenEye, it's a fancy party. Maybe you are. I just realized that in earlier levels they use that same line, "You're not a guest, maybe you are," in cases where you absolutely are not disguised as a guest, where you'd be like disguised as a janitor or something. And I wonder if that's because this game was originally conceived to have you sneaking into party scenes disguised as guests like this.
How the hell did Kelly Wong lock her claws onto ICBMs?
Holy shit! Okay, so the terrorists have nukes or something. Now this is some spy fiction.
Nigma stole one from the Germans. So that's who she's working for.
Oh, good. We trigger a cutscene. I'm really, like, developing a soft spot for this game. This is... what the fuck? No, Token, this is a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Tonight to witness for yourselves the wonders of Lauder. This evening, you will all see justice.
Oh, wait, Hitman Paris isn't... Oh, no, that's a secrets auction. Where all the evil rich people are bidding on secrets. Okay. So this is a weapons auction, and the fancy rich people are bidding on evil super weapons, and this is a super virus. Yeah, the airport spider bomb. Why is her dress skin tight? Because she's wearing it for her, you chauvinistic pig.
Without firing a single shot. Lauder can eliminate a person.
Jester checkerboard dress. This voice actor's having a lot of fun.
Here lies the weapon that will hand you the victory you seek.
Come on, show us the monkey. Oh no, they gave it like extra facial details, so we're gonna feel bad for it.
Remember this moment. After tonight, the world will never be the same.
A lot of guys in this game remind me of Deadly Premonition. This almost feels like Deadly Premonition really is just spy fiction too. The guy with the scar is like the main antagonist of the whole game, I think. Oh no, what a twist! Who would have thought that the Oh, no, keep the cutscene. Okay, okay, good. We got more cutscene. This one's just gonna be pre-rendered. Yeah, the monkey's fur is all fancy now. And the fog effects are all fancy. Oh, this is like... Oh god, where have we seen this before? Are they gonna merge? I feel like I've seen this so many times. This is V, isn't it? It's like Black Ops. I feel like this happens in a Metal Gear game. What Metal Gear game is it where the poison gas makes the everyone's face turn all bumpy? It's like Black Ops. Yeah, there's a super virus disease weapon in Black Ops that makes your face turn all bumpy. Maybe I'm thinking of the Pain from Metal Gear Solid 3 when he takes his mask off and it's all bumpy.
Virus invades the victim's flesh and causes it to burst.
Oh, wait! What? What did she just say?
Nothing can stop
Does the virus make people explode?
vaccines. There is no antidote for it.
The virus...
See, it is the
Does the virus just make people explode like in the Yoshi's Island commercial?
Lauder's dormancy period can be easily extended or shortened.
Oh, that's the real killer. That's how COVID got us. With that 2-week dormancy period. They blister up and explode. Holy shit, that's awesome.
As you have seen
The Yoshi's Island commercial from 1991 features
lie dormant.
a fat guy at a restaurant eating so much that he explodes into a bunch of nasty, gory, bloody goop, and it's a children's commercial for children.
None of
Yeah, I guess he exploded.
that Lauder. And they will do whatever you want.
Out of sheer terror.
Out of sheer terror.
Yes! That was a typo. She said terror, not tarot. But yeah, I am developing a soft spot for this game. This has been one of the most interesting games I have streamed in a long time. It's so stupid. Look at how stupid this whole thing is. You can see the seam in her neck where the disguise begins and ends.
I know it's dangerous, but it's worse than we thought. Remember the emblem on Kaysen's computer and in the casino? I knew it looked familiar to me.
Also, I want to play more games where you're a sexy spy girl. It just seems like there's more you can do as this kind of character. You can seduce the bad guys. Snake never seduces bad guys. Bad guys try to seduce Snake, but he is so incredibly awkward and asexual it never works.
Damn, the mission's been compromised. Get out of the double. They're sending guards. I'll meet you in the machine room.
Also, she's holding that rose like it's part of the gun part of the character model. This is so stupid and I love it, right? Okay. Let's recap the synopsis of spy fiction so far, because the tone of that intro cutscene changed dramatically. In the beginning of the game, in the intro cutscene, you see a prelude where the evil terrorists are trying to attack the world's airports with spider bombs. As you play the game, you realize that the evil terrorists are neo-Nazis operating out of a castle called Castle Wolfgang. I mean, they might not be literal neo-Nazis, but they seem modeled after Nazis, and they're taking place in modern times, so neo-Nazis, sure. You then track down the evil Nazi commander in Castle Wolfgang and find out that he captured your spy friends and kills one of your spy friends. And then you go back in time to the beginning, to where it all began, at Cyber Datadyne Incorporated, at the corporate headquarters of a company. The castle is called Castle Wolfgang, and the evil corporation is actually called Cyber Datadyne Incorporated. Cyber Datadyne Incorporated is an evil corporation working on evil viruses, and one of the evil scientists is more evil than the others and pulled some management strings to be a corrupt manager and kick out the more competent scientists. And he's trying to sell Cyberdatadyne's super virus weapon to criminal leaders. So he hooks up with the super sexy triad dragon lady, the evil Asian woman who's in charge of the gangsters in Hong Kong, to sell the virus to. And that's what we learned in the casino level. And then in this level we learned that the virus makes people and monkeys explode. The virus makes primates explode, and they just so that you can know that the virus explodes other animals too. They not only explode the evil scientist, but also the monkey that he was in the captive cage with. And now the mission's been compromised, and we gotta spy our way out of here. Let's press the spy button. No one will suspect a thing. Okay, what's the mission on the map say? Return to the machine room. Okay, we'll go back the way we came. Easy peasy. It's playing very exciting music, but everything's just kind of the same. For all we know, it only explodes oops. Mammals. Need to do more tests. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Do I want to take the disguise off? I think I'll wait until the search is full before going into the next room. I don't know what's going on here. The search is on. It was off a second ago, but then I walked in another room and it's on. Should I use that in the menu or... Yeah, why are they searching? I don't know. I don't know! Okay, give us the Spider-Man font safety. Caution. Oh shit. Let me reset his position. However, what time is it for? It's time for the Goodnight ring, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. This dress, this character, the ring, like when I close my eyes and think of the quintessential spy fiction. Huh? Okay, there we go. This is the kind of imagery that comes to mind. Okay, where am I gonna go? Because it is kind of like a maze. I gotta think about it a bit. I take a couple lefts. I gotta remove these guys here. So what we've learned from spy fiction is that non-lethal scenarios in action games are almost always fun. If the action game gives you a gun and you can just shoot people with it, but the objective is gonna be something more like hide in a concealed position and record the bad guys, fun will be had. Feeling like you're circumventing a system, or Is there something going on underneath here I need to pay attention to?
All clear. All squadrons, return to position.
Yeah, Watch Dogs. We've learned that more spy stealth games need to have female protagonists with seduction scenes. This is different. This is them trying their hardest to do CQC. Wait a second, this came out before CQC. Oh no, there's a Mexican standoff now. This is some twin snake's ass. Oh no! Wait! Wait, the bad guys are just betraying each other. Who's this guy? What is Revolver Flintlock Ocelot? Hang on a second here. Body checks? Oh, that must be when you get a guard suspicious about you. Enemies killed 5 is more than I was expecting. Shots fired 57 is absolutely more than I was expecting. Yeah, sure. Let's save the data. Why not? That wasn't bad. Usually you have a good level, a bad level, a good level, a bad level, a good level, a bad level, a good level. We're due for a bad level, and that was fine. That was good. That was pretty good. That wasn't one of the best. That was like the 3rd best level out of the 6 we've played. Wait, memory card unformatted. What? Yeah, there we go. New data. Flintlock Cougar. Okay, so more story twist just happened. The sexy Hong Kong lady and the fat evil scientist are no longer, who invented the virus that makes people explode, are no longer characters in the story. The neo-Nazi villains decided to kill them both, and also a new villain showed up, Flintlock Ocelot. Quit the game now. I think I'll do another one. Old King Cole. Should I get? I'm gonna get a snack. Can we like pause it before the briefing? It's I'm having fun for once, and I got all the work I wanted to get done on this Monday for once. 38! And my bait, my troll bait, might have pulled in one more viewer than usual. Fooled you to number 38. Oh no! He just dropped to 35! I don't want. Right. She's not Ada Wong. She's Wada Ang, and she is side by side next to Flintlock Ocelot, Flintlock Cougar. That kind of stat screen always reminds me of the orphans created from Alpha Protocol. Oh, I never played Alpha Protocol. What? I'm such a I'm such a fake spy fiction gamer. I never actually played Alpha Protocol, and I'm sitting here trying to sound like the spy fiction expert of video games. I'm gonna go get a snack and a bottle of wine I've been working on. Cause tonight's been a good night. I'm looking forward to finishing this video game and then reading Play-Doh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read through the last days of Play-Doh and the Symposium in dramatic order. But that's what I'm doing after Spy Fiction. I'll be back. I'm gonna get a snack. I'm gonna get a bottle of wine, a glass of wine with the associated bottle. BRB. It'll be less than 2 minutes, I think. Fucking up the microphone placement. Okay.
I'm not actually done getting my snack, but I did remember the Metal Gear thing and its connection to an evil virus weapon that makes your skin bubble up and get all bumpy and make you look like a gross ghoul. It's The Rock, which is very, very blatant Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 inspiration. An action movie called The Rock where Sean Connery has to save the day and save the world from an evil super weapon virus thing that makes your skin bubble up and make you look all gross. It doesn't make you explode, but that is where I was drawing the connection. Late 90s, turn of the millennium spy fiction media apparently had a big thing for virus super weapons that make you all bubbly. Alright. I'm also gonna turn the explainer text off. Let's see if that actually worked on the the main screen here. Oh boy, what are we doing in here? It looks like we're sneaking into a barracks base or something at night with guard towers. Old King Cole. If it's a boring old military installation instead of a cool, exciting airship casino, I'm maybe be a little less interested. Alright, I've got 2 chocolate chip cookies and like half a bottle of wine I've been working on since this weekend. Moneypenny, my face is melting. We are due for a bad level. Sorry that you reminded me. What type of wine? It's Pinot Grigio. Cheapest brand they had. Right, we got captured by Ocelot. Ocelot and...
Open up, amigo. You're new to this hell we call Dante's Inferno, mucho.
No! No!
You better be.
The general is planning an attack soon?
This war will be hell. Escape if you can.
I want to fight.
Okay. I guess
Feed this gringo. Come on, get it over with.
we're also gonna have to escape from a South American jungle situation. That happens in spy fictions, doesn't it? Yeah, there's
Make him beg for it, man.
Metal Gear takes place in... What? If he throws food through the bars and you have to fuck around with him for it, I'm gonna implode.
Enjoy your meal.
That doesn't look that bad.
Have you lost your appetite? Do you think it's funny? This is no joke, hombre.
The accents are pretty funny.
This one's got an attitude.
Don't be a fool, my friend. Prisoners must not insult the guards. We have our way of keeping prisoners in line.
Let me do it, amigo.
Wait, they're just gonna shoot me? Guess I'll just punch him. I hope someone comes in right now thinking that I'm playing 007 First Light. We just got 2 more viewers. Yeah, you can get drops by just lying. Oh my god, am I gonna have to improvise the food into some kind of escape tool? Okay. Yeah. It could be an M16. Will they look exactly the fucking same, pretty much? Okay, that's a disguise. Do I have a camera? That was the Morrowind swallow noise. The cam's hot sauce or that samurai break you out.
M16 have longer barrels. Oh, what is it? Like 1/16 of an inch? It's not that much different. Okay, I got stun grenade and a new garbology. Go back in there. Do I need to go back in here? Yeah, fuck you, fruit. So, this game even has a sequence where you get captured by the bad guys and lose all your equipment. It is thoroughly a complete video game for whatever the hell it is. Yeah, PS2 era jungles never really looked good unless you were playing Metal Gear Solid 2. This time I'll just try throwing... That was... Oh. Ah! I'm gonna try to choke him, but... Get there. Dun 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 dun. That was pretty cool. I don't want to shake him down for... Ah! Wait, what? The fuck is that thing?
Lost contact with one of ours. All squadrons.
Jeez, it has an attack range of like 4 feet. Is this linear? No, I see an alternate route, but several rooms. Cover the equipment. How am I gonna spot those things? They're camouflaged into the walls. Yeah, there's crouch walk. It's painfully slow though. You're better off crouch rolling. Wow, that guy's up! Ah! Oh no.
All clear. All squadrons, return to positions.
Hey, I guess we drop down from above. Ah! Another turret up there. Okay, I guess I jump across the gaps. There's barrels in them. I cleared that jump easy. Hey, what happened to the turret? Did I just get lucky and miss it? Not doing so hot on health.
I sure do wish I had my equipment. Trees are huge. You know, we'll keep that lock there, actually, on further thought. Oh, hey! I think one of the Mugenics animators. Thank you for the kind words, Jank VS.
Must be getting tired.
That's right, you're Maybe I missed a... No. I didn't miss any disguise boxes because there are disguises to add. Character turns dark when she pushes. That means that. Hey, Jank VS, how many strings do I have to pull to be one of the cat meows in Mugenics? What do I need to do to get a letter from Edmund McMillan asking if I want to make a bunch of meow noises in the microphone to be in Mugenics? Oh. Oh, that wine. It's very sour, but good. Good kind of sour. He is looking right at me. How come I can't eavesdrop on him, though? I feel like I've eavesdropped on people from longer distances before. Oh geez, my review has been posted in the dev Discord. Uh-oh. I hope they don't hate me for making assumptions about, what was it, child abuse and a happy life with his wife. What? I made some assumptions in that video that were more for the audience than anyone else. Oh god. Everywhere where I'm about to turn, there's some bullshit covering it, like a turret. I wonder if they get knocked out if I jump on them? Let's try it. Oh. I would rather... I should have just made a quick save, actually. Hey, security tag. That's right. So, to eavesdrop, I think you have to be in a disguise. And we can't get any disguises until we get our spy camera back out.
Okay, that wasn't too bad of an encounter. That could have gone worse.
All clear. Maggot on the run. All areas maintain alert status.
Hint. Kanzi, what is a silent line? Must be the wind. Okay, we're gonna save state on slot F3 and F1. Those are the two buttons I need to be thinking of.
Intruder alert. Let's get him out of here.
F3. Yeah! Okay, so unlike Splinter Cell, it seems like they kind of don't want you doing that. There's not a lot of auto aim. The hitbox for knocking the guard out was slow, but you can! You actually can! Holy shit!
All clear. All squadrons return to positions.
Wahoo! I mean, it's a feature in Metal Gear Solid, so I guess we should have expected it to be here in some janky, borderline incomplete form. Alright, do I have... How in the world am I supposed to do this now? I know the first step to doing this, and that is make a save state. Okay. It felt like auto-locked, but you had a bigger hitbox. No holdups, right! I guess the holdups are more complicated to program than the... Ah! Than the... Goomba stomps. Okay, there's 3 gun turrets here. One of these is more erratic than the other. Or maybe they're just out of sync. Let me check if this is a real door or not. Oh, geez, can't see shit. I like the idea. I like the concept. I don't hate the execution of having a Metroidvania-style map in your spy fiction stealth game. But the controls are a little wonky here. Okay, that is a real door. We're gonna go for it. That's the kind of thinking that you just aren't gonna do if the game doesn't have a Metroidvania map and a design designed for it. Okay, what do we got in here? Ah, item. Oh, thank God. That is the Morrowind, that's the Morrowind sound effect. There's no way. I've got that shit burned into my memory. What are we doing here? I can't believe that Deadly Premonitions was really just Spy Fiction 2 this whole time. They're very similar games. There's similar juice getting slurped into both of them. The Kaysen character is like the scientist. The way characters talk, the way the English is handled,
is very similar in terms of everyone just being weirdos. Okay, we punch it. But I feel like the games have a similar look, like your characters are animated in similar ways. Basic equipment pack, thank you. Also, look at how much better the game looks when you're indoors instead of outdoors.
God, you're all right. We lost
Oh
contact.
good, we've got a codec connection directly with Moneypenny here. I mean Eve.
According to the radar signal, you're
They probably drugged you. And then she pauses for a bit to say, "You're probably at Dante's Inferno!"
been dying for an excuse to take it out.
What?
The Lardo biochemical plant is near Dante's Inferno. If you can locate it, the CIA will finally get its chance. I know you've just come to, but this is an emergency. Check out the facility.
Are you sure it's an emergency or just an opportunity?
At this moment, he's informed of your status and will be on the lookout for you. Your task is to get from the jungle to the frontline HQ. However, it's surrounded by a minefield. Use extreme caution. If you're not fully prepared, you're done for. Watch the soldiers on patrol to find the safest route in.
Okay. Oh my god, just like in Metal Gear Solid 1!
His nanoprobe's vital signs show that he's definitely alive. Be on the lookout. He may be in the area. You've got a tough task ahead. Good luck, Phantom. Do you understand your mission?
Why are they so shadowy about Eve? Is it going to turn out that Eve is the villain at the end? Is that going to be one of the spy fiction plot twists? Because they've never really fully explained who or what your organization is. And if this is a spy fiction in the classic genre of spy fiction, then that means that everyone's going to betray everyone and there's going to be plot twists that spin around all over the place. A plot twist I was not expecting was that the virus makes people explode.
Use extreme caution. If you're not fully prepared, you're done for.
But if it turns out that Eve
Find the safest route in.
in the Special Execution Agency Spy Club,
His nanoprobe's vital signs show that he's definitely alive. Be on the lookout. He may be in the area. You've got a tough task ahead.
like Eve Moneypenny, what? Was Moneypenny named Eve or something?
Who killed Kelly Wong on the airship.
Ocelot?
His name is Dietrich Troy,
Oh.
aka the Mastermind. He's involved in terrorist
The
activities
Führer.
around the world. We know he's linked to Enigma, but he's always eluded us.
The Craig Bonds. Holy shit!
Killer, a vicious criminal of the worst
I mean,
kind.
I don't think the Craig Bonds were around when this game was made, but yeah, it might be an extremely non-subtle Moneypenny. Instead of naming her Moneypenny, they might have just named the other name that they have. Oh, you know what? The best fake James Bond game, though, always was the IOI Hitman 2016 trilogies. And now they made a real James Bond game. Is Moneypenny a, like, old British lady or a stuffy old British man in First Light? What's Moneypenny like in this one? But yeah, I just remember how, like, Diane from the Hitman universe is actually a really fleshed out character who your own character has a complicated relationship, who does turn out to be an evil twist in one of the stupider games. Hitman does being a James Bond clone extremely well, so much to the point that the Moneypenny character who gives you your mission briefings is an actual character in the story that plays out. Young woman, younger than Naomi Harris. Aw. Everyone's so young in First Light. I don't know how I feel, because James Bond is a character who I would assume would have decades of experience manipulating people behind him. And I've not seen much footage of First Light. I've seen pictures and I've seen little clips of the gamers trying to argue about how kiting an enemy around a table in a fight scene is not actually cool interactivity. I haven't seen any footage of how they do Moneypenny. And if James Bond is like 19 years old, and if Moneypenny is supposed to be an old, wise, seasoned expert of like 28, then I'm a little weirded out some more. Because it's meant to be an origin story. Oh, come on! Casino Royale's the origin story. How many James Bond origin stories have we had? And then there's also the whole entire James Bond Jr. franchise, which, I don't need to know more about James Bond Jr. Why am I curious about James Bond Jr.? There's so many more important things I need to do, like zap the electricity thing. Oh, Samuel. I missed you.
I'll be your support until Nicholas resurfaces. You must leave your position pronto. The delivery...
Oops. Oh, I hope I didn't cut off something important. Oh, they made Moneypenny black? Oh, I bet the racists really hate that. There was kind of a similar thing going on in GoldenEye, where Moneypenny was an old lady, and I think Moneypenny has been an old lady since, which means my frame of reference... I feel like even the James Bond Game Boy game I played, Moneypenny was a woman. Alright, he did say I need to leave my position pronto, but then we got cut off, so... I don't fully know. Let's go back out and see what we can do out here. We can shoot the turrets. I have 32 bullets, though. We can shoot this guy in his head. Pew. 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 A nice way to sum up spy fiction, I think, in a way that doesn't make it sound immediately bad, is just tell people spy fiction is like Metal Gear, but stupid! Ah! Uh-oh. I absolutely feel that whatever is happening right now, though, totally is Metal Gear, but stupid. It's Metal Gear, but stupid. It's if Metal Gear was made on a stupid time schedule with stupid technology by a team who did not have the time or inclination to be smart about it. I should have Goomba stomped him. Oh, right. We're only going to be stunning these turrets, not actually disabling them. Okay, let me look at the map and see what the mission objective is right now. Should I have gone out here or should I have stayed in there? Because it still looks like a dead end if I go through jungle to the frontline base. Bottomless swamp, frontline base. No, I should not be here. I do not think I should be here. It's Metal Gear by Gevs, who saw Metal Gear gameplay at a glance and said, I bet we could do that. I don't think they said, I bet we could do that. I think what really happened is that one of their bosses said, you guys need to do this, and you have like 6 months. Good luck. Maybe I explode the messy cargo on the conveyor belt with bombs, now that I have my basic equipment package. Who said that? No! Oh! We're just gonna die and retry, actually. Simple Series 2000, Metal Gear. Yeah, it's closer to that. But why did they put these boxes here? If they don't want you to come back here with your gun.
What?
Oh, I don't have the biosensor. Oh, but I can make a disguise. Which means I can finally eavesdrop on those guys. Okay, maybe I actually am supposed to be out here after all. Do one without... Ah! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, they're just gonna respawn out of the door. The storyline is like if Metal Gear Solid was stupid. Whoa, 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 whoa. The gameplay is like if Metal Gear Solid was stupid. The cutscenes are like if Metal Gear Solid was stupid. The choice of stock sound effects is like if Metal Gear Solid were stupid. Ooh. Okay, hang on. Let's equip the Rappel kit. I think I just saw something kind of interesting. Or maybe not, actually. There we go.
The conveyor doesn't work? Well, this is the middle of nowhere. Maybe the power is off. You must have something that'll produce electricity. Give that baby some
I do.
juice and see if you can get it going.
The zapper. I zapped it with the zapper and it didn't work. Okay, right now I'm looking for a disguise closet, though. Oh, no!
Intruder alert! Let's get him out of here! Roger. Alert all areas. We have an intruder. There you are. You can't hide from me. There you are. You can't hide from me.
Neat, I got him. Tango down.
The intruder has escaped. All teams, search the area. Intruder alert! Let's get him out of here. Roger. Alert all areas. We have an intruder.
Sucks to be that guy. Okay, maybe this run won't be a total waste if I can figure out what the purpose of those boxes on the other side of the green silo are. I'm not gonna risk a Goomba Stomp. The aiming on that is too finicky. There we go. Maybe I should be doing this when the caution phase isn't active. Yeah, we hear monkeys in the background, but we haven't seen any like in the virus demonstration chamber. Okay, that was worth the trip because I got a small recovery kit. Alright, now... It sounded like he was telling me to zap it. Wait. Okay. I might just have to hold it? Yeah, I just had to hold it, that's all. It turns out that the first solution I thought of was the correct one. Okay, now is there anything else in here I'm missing?
Leave the jungle and find the frontline HQ. If you have any problems, I'll be here for you. Pull yourself together, kiddo.
I would really like a disguise.
Must be getting tired. Soldier. Senor? There's a swamp.
Look, I'm eavesdropping on them from like 10 feet away.
The natives say it's bottomless, a tribal superstition. But the weird thing is, no one who goes in comes out. Really, senor?
Like you should come to it.
Must be getting tired.
Now it feels like I'm playing Splinter Cell. Is that not a disguise barrel? Good question! I'm not good at spotting them. I don't think it is because the lid is closed. If it's a disguised barrel, ooh! If it's a disguised barrel, the lid is like kind of open ajar.
Intruder! Alert! Roger. Alert all areas. We have an intruder.
Hey, why did...
Lost contact with one of ours. All squadrons, maintain post.
Hey, Lamari, I'm playing 007 First Light. I totally agree with the critics' consensus. This kicks ass. This is a very rad game about being a spy in a fictional setting where the story doesn't happen and it's not really like real spying. They really nailed the genre of spy fiction with this hot new 007 spy game. The boxes have items in them. I think that ship has sailed, my friend. The spider tunnels have items in them, though. Yeah, I've been looking for a place to change my clothes because this has that IOI design DNA in it where the style of stealth is all about disguising yourself. That IOI Hitman DNA. Okay, so this is the bottomless swamp. Not a lot of the reviews talked about how there were some janky platforming segments in the new James Bond game, though. Ah, fat sacks, you should be in a... With that healthy caution of alligators, you would totally be a patriotic American, the great southern state of Florida. Do these sink, or... Yeah, they're sinking. That is sinking. I guess it's like quicksand. You can walk on top of it for a few seconds, but if you stay on too long, you'll sink. So... Oh my gosh, there's things I gotta shoot. Look at the birds. This draw distance looks like ass, but they're trying. Okay. Hey Lamari, I'm gonna put the text on just for you. There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, none of the reviews talked about how Swery65 designed 007 First Light. Swery65 did a Twin Peaks game. It's time he did a James Bond game. The ruse has been found. You got me. Can we actually clear these jumps? What am I doing platforming in this spy fiction game about being a spy? This whole level has not felt... Uh-oh. Oh no! Come on! Oh, this will make the next area easy peasy.
Locates buried mines. It'll get you through a minefield in no time. You're definitely gonna need this.
This area reminds me of the swamps in Metal Gear 2. Oh, don't tell me that's a parachute. That's something. Why is the parachute so small, but the backpack so big? Is this an actual Metal Gear Solid 3 reference? Because they might have shown the parachute getting snagged in some demo trailers in 2003. Some environmental storytelling. Is this an actual Metal Gear Solid 3 reference in the jungle level of spy fiction before Metal Gear Solid 3 came out? Oh no, this might be environmental storytelling about your friend who got lost in the jungle with you. Yeah, I might just be seeing Metal Gears where there is a more plausible explanation. How do you get up there? Want to go up there? What would Mei Ling think about? Yeah, a supply drop. I could use some supplies. I just don't see a clear path for the platforming jumping I need to do. Where? Okay, I do see the control box I need to... Ah! It's like I can't see the turret unless I'm actually on the ladder halfway. Wah! On my way to getting blasted by it. No, shoot the thing. It blows my mind that the shooting controls are almost as complicated as they are in Metal Gear. Seemingly just because... I mean, the idea that, like, a gun should be a little more complicated than just a point-and-click mouse cursor seems poignant to Metal Gear Solid's themes. Here, not so much. Alright, I'm gonna try to jump into these logs here. Come on. Come on! No! The wall, it is too invisible. I'm thinking of taking a longer, more complicated route, or just jumping for these logs at my 12. Just jump to those logs at my... Yeah, I made the jump just fine. Doink. Doink. No. There is a surprising amount of height to her jump, so maybe she actually... Yep. It didn't look like that hard of a jump when I was right up to it, but it sure did when I was a little farther away. When was the demo? Metal Gear Solid 3 had a few demos come out across 2003. It's crazy to think that they went from Metal Gear Solid 2 to 3 about 2 years. 2002 to 2004. But Metal Gear Solid 3 wasn't really complete until 2005. Or just use the mine detector. I don't think we gotta pay as much attention to Samuel wants. Oh, I can do dropping. Oops. Oh, he's fine. Can't look up.
Must be getting tired.
This is the mine detector. Helps you see exactly where mines have been. Yes, in the first person view. Oh no! Look at that! Oh, they leave footprints, and you gotta follow the footprints like in Metal Gear Solid. Uh-oh. So action rolling is simultaneously faster and quieter than your normal movement. Please let me drop it. Guess that's all he had to say about that. Alright, let's dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Nah, that guy's too far. Do I have the camera? Ooh. But fortunately the camera doesn't actually turn your gun into a sniper rifle. He's fine. Just a flesh wound. He's out of range. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. Gonna have to use the stun shaver on him. What the fuck is going on below the ground to my left? Okay, well I guess we solved my ammo problem.
Intruder alert! Let's get him out of here!
Ow. Where did these guys come from? I thought I shot these guys like 5 seconds ago. Okay. I messed up one of those jumps, but you know, it's fine. Oh, are you kidding me? I missed an open barrel?
There's a high voltage fence around HQ. One zap, you go home and body bag. Don't get near it until you're ready.
I guess this is one of the bad levels, but it's not as bad. But we're not spying in this level, we're just doing action game stuff.
Find the safest way in, then move out.
We're shooting suspiciously incompetent guys around suspiciously conveniently shaped video game obstacles. Why? No!
What is it? Don't give up so easily. Go back and scout out the building.
We might have an intruder. All teams, search the area. All clear. Search squadron, return to position.
Also, Fat Sacks, you were totally right. You actually did spot disguise barrel that was right in front of my face that I completely missed. Let me get pictures of their faces and their uniforms, front and back. And we'll pick an outfit that we like. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Tired of this. I want to put on pretty clothes.
We might have an intruder. All teams, search the area.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm not turning invisible inside the book. I need to not do that. This is what I need to do. Oh wow, it set off a chain reaction. Okay, here we go. Gorilla B. There must be a Gorilla A somewhere. So let's see how we look in our khaki jungle Cambo combat outfit. God damn it, I wanted to do the neck choke thing. There we go. Now I'm out of ammo. I don't... And my disguise is busted. God damn it, this was a mistake. I'm gonna get myself killed and restart the area. Oh. Okay, so now that I've restarted the... Hey! God damn it. No, 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 no.
Don't give up so easily. Go back and scout.
I'm trying.
God damn it! Holy shit, we're gonna spawn right into guards. Where's my grenades? No, don't throw it at the guard, throw it at yourself. We're trying to commit suicide. And now I can't die faster because I gotta wait for the unconsciousometer to get back up faster. So, this game... Was this game made for people who were Metal Gear fans? Or was this game made for people who don't play Metal Gear? Because if they don't play Metal Gear, they might not know... Okay, for some reason... No! Why was... So like, this seems like a good game for gamers who had played a lot of Metal Gear and are satisfied with Metal Gear. If this game is not competing with Metal Gear... Hang on, hold that thought. Oh, thank God! Playing this... Playing this game in a context where it's not directly competing with Metal Gear is fine and fun. I cannot imagine finding the game fine and fun if you seriously want to compare the two. Okay, good. I guess my disguise works. Hello, fellow soldier. We sure love... camping out in the sweaty, nasty jungle with hard men, right, fellow comrade soldier man? Maybe I need the mine detector on. Okay. Good thing they put warning signs out in front of the mines. That's very, very good. Oh, my disguise thing is to read a newspaper. Not a girly magazine like I'm a Metal Gear guard. Is this how the mines work? Wow, I've been giving these mines way too much credit this whole time. Those are wet floor signs they painted red! And by they, you mean the game developer, the texture artist. You're totally right. Can I punch? I can. Good, good. Pink bomb. Which is really more like a tranquilizer bomb. Oh, and this might be a path over to... where I might need to go. Or not. Maybe to an optional area? I don't know. The map and the geometry both are actually kind of suggesting to me that there's going to be an invisible wall there. Nothing of value. So let's just punch the boxes. Hey, like in Dark Souls, you can kind of get more precision over where you're walking by keeping the camera right on your spinal column. This game was made for grannies who have kids that like Metal Gear. But that's not... That might have been the context it had in like the American market that I remember it being in Blockbuster. But what about in Japan where it seems like the parody homage concept is more normal? I don't want him to walk into me.
Must be getting tired.
Oh no, he's gonna walk into me. Must be getting tired. Okay, he's going in a circle around the tower.
Dietrich Troy wants the shipment ready tonight. Everything's going to Germany.
Okay, so they're shipping off
Bunch of orders of the exploder virus. To German. To Castle Wolfgang. Wait, hang on. Why are they producing the exploder virus in Colombia? Why are we in Colombia? I just realized I don't think it was clear. These are the monkey shipments for the demonstration. Wait, maybe we need to read the Garbology reports to get it. There's a lot of extra text, by the way. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this all. Okay, whatever is happening here reminds me of Bayonetta. About how there's extra flavor text in the... There's extra flavor text in the menus that kinda sort of explain what's going on, but not really. And they're kind of written like from the perspective of a guerrilla journalist, but from someone who's never actually read even normal journalism. There's 2 sentences per page. They're all like, all the terrorist actions in the world are actually made by one guy. 6 different sources told me so. I must be able to prove it. There must be some kind of evidence out there of this thing. Listen, when you're doing journalism, you need 2. This guy had 6. But also, I don't think this was written by a professional writer in English. That was useless. Zoom shooting. This might be considered kind of a cheat. The Garbology is not quite as useful nor as fun as I was expecting it to be. I'm gonna try to neck snap. I think he's moving too fast for me, but... Okay, I'm feeling like I'm gonna have to whip the disguise off. I need to be able to jump off the railing here. Get down. Yeah, it worked. For once.
Having trouble? Scout out your current position. Find a place where you can look out over the base with the 3DA camera.
Just like I'm playing Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. There we go. It's Ocelot. And Hitler Jr.
That's Douglas Lytham.
Douglas? Douglas? Imagine if Ocelot's real name was Douglas. He has 2 flintlocks on his hips! Did we get spotted? Ugh. I hope that guy's a boss fight. His beret is clearly red. Also, I'm kind of confused about whether or not we got spotted, because it played this game's version of the brrr noise. Oh shit, that guy is still alive. Well, we can solve that problem relatively easily. Oops. God damn, I was trying to, like, cancel. Okay, the controls are complicated. Did that, like, change where we're going or what we're doing, though? Turns out I can't jump over the railings. There's an invisible wall. No biosensor. Can they hear me roll? I don't think they can, but the roll button being the same as the hug on the wall button is problematic. No, cut! Please! Thank you. Oh, right in the nuts! Okay, maybe we go back down here. Do it down. Yeah, the gate's open now. Okay. We're just gonna chase his Jeep on our feet. Hey, I just remembered that the beginning of Mission Impossible 1 was reminding me a lot like those Hitman levels where you go to Russia and sneak into a fancy party in a big building and... Big, wide, open area. I am absolutely going to consult the Metroid map for moving ahead. It's like more platform. We gotta climb a cliff. Are those alternate routes for me or for the Jeep? Is the reason this game had a jungle level was because Metal Gear Solid 3 was about to come out? Didn't Metal Gear Solid 3 get delayed for a while? That's wild that they made that game in like 2 years. Oh yeah, these are the pigeon traps. Okay, so that was just hanging and being careful with your timing. Look at how much better the game looks when you're playing it from a fixed camera angle all of a sudden. So in Japan, there was no rental market. The strategy... The strategy of appealing to grandmas who were renting a Metal Gear Solid game but couldn't tell the difference, or Metal Gear Solid was out of stock and they picked this instead. That wouldn't have been a thing in the Japanese market. Japan is the land of simple 2000 games. And this somewhere slots into that kind of strategy. In a way,
in an incredibly crazy roundabout way, I think this game is for hardcore seasoned gamers who can tolerate a bunch of bullshit in the Japanese market. In the American market, this game was for God damn it. This game was for Metal Gear substitutions. Like Hour of Victory compared to Call of Duty. I don't know though, but this, like, I'm surprised, I'm amazed. This game actually has some soul to it. It does have its own style, and it's the Deadly Premonition style, where everything is weird and Japanese and cheap and affectionately imitative. But the way these characters act, the way this eavesdropping mechanic works, these seem like autobiographical reflections of a very strange kind of person. And that's where the sweary style comes into relevancy. Bridge, but you can't knife it. Wait, someone said, when did the demo come out? Metal Gear Solid 3's demo, the playable official PlayStation Magazine demo that I played. I don't remember if that was 03 or 04. MGS4 copied this bridge. Loving these camera angles. Oh, I should have just shot the box. If this was Metal Gear, I bet I could push those barrels over, those crates over the edge and smooch someone underneath them on the ground. MGS3's demo was at E3. Oh, ah! Okay, I'm safe, right? I'm safe. My character model turns dark. She is almost completely pretty much hidden from view as far as the camera is concerned. If the camera was closer, it might not look like such an effective hiding spot, but I think our footsteps are quieter too. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Yeah, like, look at how much better the game looks now. I really would not mind if they kept it with these angles for most of the game. It can't make up its mind over what kind of camera system it wants. Now we just have no sound effects, I guess. Okay. Ugh. I gotta pee again. I'll be right back. Oh, I don't remember which James Bond game it was included in the Metal Gear Solid 3 demo edition of official PlayStation Magazine, and I think that might be evidence of just how forgettable so many of those Bond games back in the day actually really were. Like, if 007 Nightfire didn't have the... Oh, look at that! If 007 Nightfire didn't have the James Bond license, I doubt anyone would have remembered.
Actually, the multiplayer was pretty. That's not what I expected him to sound like. He totally is Ocelot, though.
I eat undisciplined slobs like you for breakfast, you scumbag.
Okay, if 007 Agent Under Fire was any other game without the license, I doubt anyone.
The prisoner has escaped from his
If that GoldenEye remake they made in like 2005 or whenever, the one where you played as a bad guy named GoldenEye, that was a mediocre first-person shooter with the James Bond license, and so many of those games were that. Is he gonna give them the virus that makes them explode? Okay, but it takes like 2 minutes to reload those things.
Don't just stand there.
Oh, Everything or Nothing. That was one of the good ones. Isn't Everything or Nothing the one that was like a Gears of War style kind of third-person action game? Before Gears of War. Weird auto-aim, lock-on aiming, but one of the better third-person auto-aim lock-on systems. Before RE4, it had cover. Yeah, Everything or Nothing is an interesting one. It would have been way better without the automobile segments, but in a slightly different world. Maybe if that was an original game without the license by high-octane first-party studio, it could have been the revolutionary third-person action game system that Gears of War or RE4 were. But it came out slightly before both games, but seemed to have just as much ambition about making third-person versatile action work as those games. Something about the movie license made them cheap, though. You'd think it would be the other way around based on how the economy works nowadays. But a lot of those Bond games were mediocre first-person shooters, and one of them that was a highly ambitious and probably very technically expensive third-person action game with the very versatile animation system and third-person lock-on aiming where you would like flick the stick to delicately move your reticule onto headshots or leg shots or something. Was remarkably overdeveloped compared to the other games. I need to eat that recovery kit. I also don't know if I'll be able to get to the end of this level tonight. It was done by Visceral before they were called Visceral, EA at Redwood Shores. What did Visceral do after? Weren't they like the Mercenaries, Playgrounds of Destruction developers? Unless I'm remembering a different one. I don't remember I don't remember Visceral. Wait, they did Dead Space, right? Dead Space, yeah. Dead Space is in third person with a versatile character. It's RE4 style. There was that remake of GoldenEye for Wii that was a budget COD game. There's 2 GoldenEye remakes! Wait, no, one of them is not a remake. There's GoldenEye for the GameCube, where you play as a villain named GoldenEye, who just shoots other villains. And then there's the GoldenEye remake for the Switch, which is a mediocre first-person shooter, except for the one cool level where you go into a nightclub and have to interrogate people until you find the king of the nightclub. Apparently the new James Bond game has a cool nightclub level. Token, I'm going to ask a question. You're allowed to spoil it. Actually, people who have played First Light are allowed to spoil it. Does First Light have a casino level? And if so, are the casino games playable? How come I could drop down from up there, but I can't drop down here?
I have to whip my disguise off? If the casino games are playable, then that means the developers went the extra mile and made real art. If the casino games are not playable, that means the game is slop. Oh. I want to Goomba stomp him, but I also want to eavesdrop on him. We're just gonna have to Goomba stomp. Hey, it didn't work! This is worse! No! God damn it. So, it's more reliable to just electric razor them than Goomba stomp them. Oh, I don't think there's friendly fire. I think I'm kind of fucked, but that's fine. Actually, I think I might be fine. No, I'm not fine. I'm fucked, but that's fine because I wanted to restart this area anyway. How much time do I have? Oh, it's 11:30. I'm actually gonna call it here. We'll see what's happening next up. Because I am curious about what happens in spy fiction. I mean, not what happens in the story. I'm curious about whether or not we're going to have another cool airship casino level. That kicked ass. Can I make a new one? Yeah, make a new one. Alright, that was fun. I'll see everyone on Friday when I play whatever I end up playing Friday. Maybe it'll be 1000... X Resist. I don't know, the game's still crashing on me a lot. Maybe I'll read a book again. I don't know, that might depend on how much work I get done earlier that day. Maybe I'll play more spy fiction on Friday. Future Fiction Friday. Until then, the assignment for the class is going to be to look up whether or not any spy non-fiction games have been made. That is, games about real spies who have existed in history. There have been a lot of There have been a lot of fun stories about Mata Hari types, and we just looked up this Maria Butina type. I'm not aware of many famous spy stories, and I guess that kind of comes with the territory of the job. But spies exist. In real life, they're like diplomats who take on a different identity and feed information back to some other faction. That sounds like someone could make a cool game out of it. Xbox 360/PS3 game. I hope you're not thinking of The Saboteur, because we already went over it. MGS2 Dead Cell was based on Red Cell, but Mitchard Marchenko can't roller skate with a bomb suit. Games about real spies or games about more realistic spying. Velvet Assassin. Oh yeah! Oh my god, I have not thought about this game. Right, okay, so I remember conventional third-person Gears of War style action game. Not a lot of spying going on. Velvet Assassin received mixed reviews on both platforms. GameSpot's review, however, disagreed and called it a powerful, unnerving look at one of history's darkest periods. However, they did criticize the game's poor AI and lousy gunplay. I don't know. I don't know if Velvet Assassin quite is what I was thinking of, but kudos for digging that one out of the barrel. I'm intrigued though. But Assassin is 6 bucks. Does this War of Mine or Revolution 1979 count? I don't know. I don't remember this War of Mine being about spies or spying. One level in Call of Duty World War II. We'll think about it over the next few days. That'll be everyone's assignment for an unspecified grade of a course they're not actually taking. For a question I might not be very interested in exploring until a whole nother week from now, when we return for another exciting episode of Metal Gear Monday.